Hey VC, Maria back again, and I'm here to do another vinyl update video. The records I'm going to share with you today I acquired about 6 weeks ago, so this video is actually late in coming, but it's finally here. What we're currently listening to is 3 Days Grace, The Human Factor. I think that's what it's called. No, it's called Human. My bad. Canadian band, and I believe this is their fourth album release. The first time I heard it, I didn't care for it that much. I was a little disappointed. Second time I listened to it, I started warming up to it. So this is my third time listening to it now, and it's starting to grow on me a little bit more. So I'm actually starting to like it. I don't know how long that'll last, but anyways, I don't know what it's like in the rest of the world, but here, right now, at this very second, it's chilly. It's cold. Right now it's sitting at, I think, 5 degrees. It's windy, it's cloudy, it's raining off and on, and I'm freezing right now. That's why I'm wearing my hoodie. I don't want to turn the heat on because it is May, middle of May, and I just don't want to do that. My daughter right now is upstairs with a cold. She's not feeling well. She came home early from school, so she's just upstairs in her room trying to stay warm. For some reason, her room is always the coldest in the house. Even when we have the heat on, it's the coldest in the house. So I don't know, I think we're gonna have to check her windows and maybe re-caulk around the window frame. Maybe that'll help. But anyways, I was actually emailing a friend this afternoon, and I had my breakfast late. I think I started my breakfast at about 12:30, and anyways, I was letting it sit on the table cooling down because I was having oatmeal, and it was too hot to eat, so I thought, okay, I'll go on the computer and I'll email, my friend, and it was a rather long email. By the time I was done, I started checking some other videos, and I caught Jeffrey Rosnick, his video, and by the time I finished that, I turned around and it dawned on me. I forgot all about my breakfast. So needless to say, I had to sit down to cold oatmeal. Not a pleasant experience. Live and learn. But anyways, last night was pretty funny. For every now and then my kids love to scare the bejeebers out of me, jumping around corners, scaring me in the hallway or in the stairwell here. So I decided to get them back. My daughter wasn't home, but my son was. And lately I've been having a lot of problems with my hair in terms of the length. And so I decided to comb it all out just to see how long my bangs were. And I had all my bangs covering, I think they came down to my nose here. So I decided to, my son had come out of his bedroom, so he was knocking on the bathroom door because that's where I was. And I swung the door open really fast, and he wasn't expecting to see me with my bangs down like that. So when he saw me, he literally hit the ceiling. It was funny. And I just busted out laughing. It was so funny. And he was so scared, so upset. I mean, he was actually still shaking. And I thought, yeah, I got you good now. So that was pretty good. I was pretty happy about that. But anyways, don't want to make this video long. A lot of these records, there's 46 in total. And this all came out of someone's personal collection. He had 17,000 records when he was starting to sell these. So by the time I stumbled on his ad, he was down to 16,000. So he emailed me a list of everything that he had, complete with year, condition, price. So it took me roughly an hour and a half to go through the entire list. So out of 16,000 records, I only picked out 46 because even these 46, they cost a little bit But overall, I think I still got a really good deal. I think in the store I would have paid a lot more. But these I picked up about 6 weeks ago, so needless to say, this video is a little bit late. So without any further ado, I'm going to get right into it. Because there's so much, I'm not going to say a whole lot about them. The condition, most of them, is actually really nice. But they're pretty much all mainstream. I might say a little bit more about other records, only because they might not be so mainstream. And some people in the BC might not even be aware of who this artist is. So, you know, that's pretty much about it. Everyone else, I think everything else here, I think everyone's pretty much heard of. So here we go. You know what? I hate wearing glasses. Starting off with Ambrosia 180. I have this one on cassette, and this one I think only had 2 hits on the album, and that would have been You're the Only Woman and Biggest Part of Me. Angel City, Night Attack. This is a really good album. I was kind of, I wasn't actually going to play this record right away, only because of the album cover. I didn't like the album cover, it looked too cheesy. So I thought, you know what, the album might not look that great, but who knows, maybe the music is. So. And you know what, it was actually a really good album. My 2 favorite tracks on this would have been Long Night, which is the first track on side 1, and Storm the Bastille, which is the last track on side 2. So I was happy with that album. I think that makes 3 in my collection now for Angel City. Asia, Astra. Don't know what the hits are from this album. Haven't even heard it yet. Replacement copy, Autograph, Sign In Please. My copy had a big scratch on side 1. Album I wasn't expecting to find, Babylon AD, the debut. This was a really good listen. I had both their albums on cassette, but I didn't have any on vinyl, so I was happy to get that. Compilation, Beach Boys, Made in USA. This is a gatefold. I actually had this when it was first released. And this just has all their hits. But the one song that I was actually really happy to see was California Dreamin'. That was actually a song that I played over and over and over when I first bought the album back in the 80s. I just love the harmonies. Blondie's debut. This album is actually on sale right now, brand new, but it's going for like 40 bucks, I think. 40, 45, something like that. Pretty expensive. Budgie, Deliver Us From Evil. This was a good listen. I had another Budgie album, but I ended up trading that for something else. So I was happy to get this one. He only had the one Budgie album anyway, so. The Cars, Heartbeat City. Apart from needing maybe 2 more albums for my Cars collection, I'm almost complete. The debut from Cheap Trick. Haven't played this one yet. Not even sure what the hits are from this one. Cheap Trick in color and in black and white. This album I actually received for Christmas, not this particular one, but I actually had this album. My brother bought it for me for Christmas, along with, I think, a Cheap Trick or a Streetheart album. Next we move on to The Clash, Sandinista. 3 record set. And it came with this booklet. So I was pretty happy to get this. The vinyl is actually in really nice shape. So. A replacement copy for the one I traded. This is the Eagles, Hotel California. The vinyl is really nice. The jacket has seen better days. A little bit of damage here and on the bottom here. You can see that. But all in all, it's still a good album. Another replacement copy. Genesis, Spot the Pigeon, and this one is on the blue vinyl. So like I said, I'm going to try to whip through these as quickly as I can, because I know everyone has a life, everyone is busy, we all have things we have to do. Next, we have Girl School, Screaming Blue Murder. This makes third in my Girl School collection. Ice House, Man of Colors. I've been on the hunt for this for what seems like forever, but I finally have it, and it still has the hype sticker in the corner here. Album I didn't have, Journeys Captured. This is a live album. Now this album actually came with a little bit of little something extra. You can see this envelope. This is actually a wedding invitation, and enclosed in that envelope was another envelope that hadn't been opened. So, like I said, the gentleman who sold me these records, I contacted him about it, and he's asking around to see if he can find the original owner to that envelope. So, Kiss, the Originals. Another replacement copy for the one that I had because I traded it. This one didn't come with all the goodies. It did, however, the individual selling his records threw in a bunch of these cards. So, but it doesn't have the poster, or not a poster, it didn't come with a booklet or the stickers, but he was nice enough to throw in these cards. Next we have Kicks, Cool Kids. This one's a promo copy, and I was told this one is actually rare because it says US Kicks, not just Kicks. So whether or not that's true, I don't know. If anyone in the VC knows, let me know, please. John Lennon, Imagine. Love the song Imagine, but the rest of this album is really, really good. I think my favorite song on it is Oh My Love, I think is the song. Another one from Gary Moore collection, Wild Frontier. I had this one on cassette, currently have it on cassette, but I'm really happy to have it on vinyl now. He actually did a cover version of the Easy Beat song Friday on My Mind, which is actually a really good song. Next we have Orphan, Salute, and this is the Grail. Don't see this album floating around a lot, so when I saw he was selling it, I snatched it up. Sad thing is, the first track doesn't play very well. There's a little issue with the first track. It's not like it has a scratch, but it has a little bit of bubbling on the first track, so whenever you put the needle down, it jumps, and it just keeps jumping, so I have to play it from the second song. The rest of the album is okay though. Next we have the Alan Parsons Project with iRobot. And I don't know how many more albums I still need for my collection, but these are a nice addition. This is Turn of the Friendly Card. Ammonia Avenue. Stereotomy. I don't recall liking this album too much. I have the cassette and I played it, and I don't think that record is going to be played a whole lot. Then we have Best of Volume 2. So that is, I think, 4 or 5 albums added to my collection of Alan Parsons. Next we move on to The Pumps, Gotta Move. This was the only album the Pumps ever released. The big hit from this was Success. Chris Burke-Gaffney, which I think is over here, went on to put another band together called Orphan. And that group only put out, I think, 2 records. I think currently now they are playing around the city here under the name Pump/Orphan. So next we have Sabotage, Power of the Night. This was actually a good listen. This is the first time I actually heard this album. I have Gutter Ballet upstairs, but I don't think I played the cassette yet. But I played this album and I remember I liked it a lot. But not as much as I liked this one, Fall of the Mountain King. My favorite track off this would have been the instrumental Prelude to Madness. That is a really good track. I'll be playing this one again probably today. Scorpions, Fly to the Rainbow. I've seen this one shown in the VC a lot, so I don't really need to say any more about that one. Next we have In Trance. Virgin Killer. Apart from the fact that it doesn't have a name sleeve, the vinyl is actually pretty nice. And we move on to Taken by Force. Finishing it up, Blackout. Every song on this album is really good, in my opinion. Yeah, I could just play this album all the way through, but I think in all fairness, I think you can do that with just about any Scorpions album. Next we have Pictures for Pleasure by Charlie Sexton. I have this one on cassette. I was really happy to find it on vinyl. The thing about this album is I was going through all my cassettes because I was picking out the ones I wanted to keep, and I was getting rid of the rest because there was just too many to keep. And this is one of them that I was thinking about giving away, but once I played it, I changed my mind and I kept it. And this is the second album by him. This is a self-titled. Haven't heard that one yet. Streetheart, Live After Dark. This is a replacement copy for the one that I had. My original copy had a big scratch on side 1, record 1. And this one is actually a very clean copy. Y&T and Rock We Trust. Have this one on cassette, as well as this one, Down for the Count. And live, Open Fire. And 10. And that was all the Y&T he had, so I was happy to grab them all. Moving on, we have Zebra, their debut. I have their second release, which is No Tellin' Lies. I didn't know how many albums they had released, so I went on Scott's website, NoLifetimeMetal.com, and found out they have, I think, 5 or 6 other releases. So I still have to grab more Zebra for my collection. Moving on, we have the Zombies Best Of. And ZZ Top's first album. Now, I did some research on this, and the number on here, if you can see that, according to the information I found, that number basically says that it's an original release, it's an original press. But it also goes on to say that US versions had the black label with black and silver label on London Records. The Canadian one had a blue and silver label. So what does this one make it then? This one's a red and black label. Does that mean I've got a fake copy? I don't know. You know what? I couldn't find any information on this particular album. So if anyone in the VC knows, could you please leave me a comment and let me know? Do I have an original, or do I have a reissue, or do I just have a fake? I'd really love to know, because I know the copy I had before, it was an original Canadian press. I think it was a blue and silver label I had, or a black and silver one. It was either American or Canadian, I can't remember. And finishing out, we have ZZ Top Eliminated. And that is 46 records, and I think I did that in less time than the first time I shot this video. I love coffee. So if you enjoyed that, great. Leave me a comment, let me know what you thought. all of those records were rather inexpensive. I didn't pay a whole lot for them. And the best part was he was willing to deliver them free of charge. So that was really good. He actually lives in the other end of the city where I do. So, and it turns out that somebody who lives here in my neighborhood, he actually delivered him some records the same day. So I thought that was pretty cool. I think there's about 3 of us who are music diehards, I guess you could say, collecting music, and I thought that was pretty cool. So anyways, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you so much for your support and your constant loyalty. And I want to say a quick shout out to Karsten Olsen. Congratulations on your, I think, 2,000 subs you're at, or is it 1,000? I don't know. But you know what? I've been watching your channel and I can see why you have so many subscribers. You just have a lot of really good music and a lot of knowledge. And you know what? As much as I wanted to take part in your contest, I couldn't come up with a name for your guitar. That was the one stumbling block that I had. So I hope you can forgive me. But you know what? Congratulations. You deserve every single one of your subscribers. And I've been watching a lot of, you know, different people's channels. Jeffrey Rusnock, James Griffiths, and James, you have a really good channel as well. I love watching your videos because I just love your accent. Same with Rockboy680, James, another one. You know what? I love watching people's channels who are like just kids, like teenagers, and watching them show classics like The Who, The Stones, The Beatles. I mean, that's just incredible. That is really fun to watch. Unfortunately, my kids don't care for that music, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, because there isn't. I mean, we all like what we like, and far be it for me to say you shouldn't be listening to that. You should really be listening to this. I would never say that to anyone. I would make recommendations, and they could, you know, take me up on the recommendation, and they could just, you know, tell me to go jump in a lake. And that's pretty much what my kids have done. They don't mince words when it comes to that. They like what they like, and I respect that. And, you know, they respect the fact that I like what I like. So it's all good in the end. I mean, when it all boils down to it, it's still music. It makes us happy. And that's, I think, what music is designed to do. It's there for the people's enjoyment. And if that's what you get out of it, great. You know what? That's what it's all about, in my opinion. But anyways, it's been a long time since I made a video. I apologize for that, but I've just been watching a lot of other people's videos. There's new VC members, and I've been watching their videos as well. And there are just so many great channels out there that you know, deserves a lot of attention, because there are people who have so much knowledge and so much to offer. People like me who are just slowly getting back into music. I mean, I used to really love music, but I was never, I knew nothing about different pressings, like original pressings, reissues, colored vinyl, Japanese pressings, European pressings. Like, all of this is still new to me. For me, collecting music was just, you know what, you go to the store and you try to get all of the albums from that artist that you like. That was about as far as my knowledge for music went. So being a part of the vinyl community, it's really an education for me, and I think that's the best part of this, is everyone has so much knowledge that I don't have, and that's why I spend a lot of my time just watching these videos, because I get a lot out of it, you know. I wish I could give the same to other people, but like I said, I'm still, you know, learning about all this, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So thank you. I want to thank everyone who's supported my channel all this time, and I look forward to hearing your comments. So, you know what, I'm going to close out the video because I don't want this to be long. So I just want to say thank you for all of your support. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you're all doing well. So I will be back soon with another one, and you know what, take care, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.